Hi, I'm Cameron Letty, and I'd like to tell you about my capstone exhibition project, Designs on You, Find Your Missing Piece of Art. My inspiration for this project comes from my previous experience in fine art exhibition and sales. Being both a curator and collector has afforded me a front row seat to a variety of visitors, collectors, dilettantes, dabblers, dealers, and sellers, all with different motivations and philosophies. If there's one thing these disparate groups can come close to agreeing on, it's this. While the White Cube Gallery model serves a purpose, it does not serve everyone. And that's where exhibition designers come in. Engaging with art is a highly personalized and identity-affirming practice that is too often subject to larger trends and whims of the art market. Instead, spaces should be designed to encourage visitors to feel more confident in their subjective assessments and personal tastes. The first challenge we face is simply getting people in the door. For that reason, I've chosen a venue that is not a Chelsea Gallery space, but isn't too dissimilar. Some aspects of the exhibition will look a bit like a White Cube Gallery, but the way the visitor engages with them, especially with the help of interactives, programming, and knowledgeable facilitators, will change the experience entirely. In employing exhibition design conventions more commonly found in children's museums and science centers, we create engaging experiences that encourage pro-social behavior and solicit visitor feedback. Maximizing engagement and leveraging utility to the community is one way for a gallery to increase their value to the community they serve. By being welcoming and responsive to the community, a gallery can counteract the air of exclusivity that has been cultivated since the White Cube's adoption in the 1940s. Creative Time is a perfect partner for this because they love art as much as I do, and similarly believe that art belongs to everyone. They're an arts nonprofit capable of doing big budget art activations and engaging broad audiences. They have the structure to provide and train facilitators, make the most of programming, and iterate upon this model with the aggregate data collected throughout the exhibition. They would also help guarantee that this exhibition would have free admission and that we could recoup or defray any expenses with a big closing gala or a couple corporate sponsored nights. Highline Stages is a heavily foot trafficked area between the Meatpacking District and Lower Chelsea, with attractions like the High Line, Chelsea Market, the Whitney Museum, as well as restaurants, shopping, nightlife, mere steps in every direction. It has great curb appeal, and the playful wayfinding employed in this exhibition is unlike anything you'd see in Chelsea proper. I did a lot of research in developing the target audience, and it was still difficult to neatly define and label them. My thesis research explores why people engage with art and who, demographically speaking, is most likely to collect art. In developing this exhibition and attendant experiences, I wanted to focus on people who are overlooked or on the cusp of an audience segment. In surveying people in and around the arts to varying degrees, I found the word collector is more troublesome today than it has been in the past, and I'm looking forward to digging into that more. Ultimately, this experience is for people who feel they are not welcome in commercial art spaces because they don't have a formal art history or art background. This exhibition and subsequent exhibitions like it are for people who love to see art and want to learn more about it, instead of being judged for not knowing something that they never had an opportunity to learn. So speaking to that audience, the primary goal is about demystifying and destigmatizing the experience. However, a seasoned collector, artist, or someone who feels completely at home in the most posh gallery would still be able to unlock new information or consider a different point of view, and moreover, reconsider what it means to experience or engage with art. I think it's important to note that if you create a fun and nurturing environment for non-buyers, they're going to think of you positively when they're ready to make a purchase. Mutual respect goes a long way. So the simplified strategy is to get people in the door, provide them that positive experience, be informative, friendly, and fun, encourage their personal taste and curiosity in a safe space, and repeat that and be there for them when they're ready to make a purchase. Your taste is a reflection of who you are, an extension of yourself, and a unique point of view to be celebrated. In this way, you can use art to determine what is important to you and how to incorporate your values into your life, be it through action, art, or both. So moving to the space, a simplified floor plan just to dimensionalize those concept areas in the space that we're working in, leading to our exhibition overview. The entry and introduction serves as an area to prepare yourself for the exhibition content, as well as check in with yourself, a kind of pre-assessment baseline. The first activity area, speed dating with a painting, is designed to give you one-on-one intimate experience with a work of art. You'll have a 1-minute date with each work of art before heading to your first facilitated feedback opportunity. Being that Love It or Leave It is the first feedback opportunity in the exhibition and not something commonly found in gallery settings, I wanted to make sure it was somewhat low lift and had every opportunity for success. With 3 cards to choose from, love it, leave it, or lukewarm, and the option to add personalized feedback, the task is not too demanding. However, with our educational facilitators there to help with prompts and dialogue, they can make sure that everyone who wants to gets engaged or learns more about the art that they just saw, and will be able to do just that. Meet the Makers provides an opportunity to hear directly from the artists about their work, studio practice, or something of their choosing, maybe what music they like to listen to in the studio or how they got started in the first place. It's a chance for the visitor to hear straight from the artist and make a personal connection that might encourage them to become a supporter or collector. Tools of the Trade is a very hands-on interactive of object theater. Each artist donated a tool or supply, and that is prompted by the touch table to tell you who it is, what task it performs, and with whom it usually resides. The objects will also identify which pieces they have been used in, which will allow the visitor to draw conclusions like, I don't enjoy the texture of oil pastels, or heavy impasto with a palette knife is very appealing to me. The gallery wall is the part of the exhibition that most closely resembles a traditional white cube gallery, for good reason. Now that you've been through some facilitated activities, gotten to know the artist, learned about how the work is made, just see how you like looking at work. Armed with some new information, how do you feel making assessments of the work now? Do you know what you like? Are you starting to get a better idea? The final feedback experience is a wire mesh column for holding scrolls of paper. The pieces of paper are printed with emotions and descriptors and color-coded. Visitors are asked, how or what did you feel today? And encouraged to write or draw about their experience on the piece of paper before adding it to the column. The column literally demonstrates how our individual opinions come together to make something beautiful, while also providing data visualization of the show's general reception and attendance. Additionally, aggregate data will be collected and packaged for use at the end of the show. In developing a visual identity for this experience, we're thinking about celebrating individuality, reflecting on our unique selves, ultimately arriving at the dot being representative of that unique individual, even as a point in a data set. We need to combat that murky opacity of the art world and be open and honest. So we're literally doing that with transparencies, overlapping shades, bright colors, and clear typefaces. Dots and silhouettes and some half-toning, alluding to a whole being greater than the sum of its parts. And that feeds into our collateral from pre-engagement through run of show, postcards, taxi toppers, posters, and digital posters for Link NYC. And a little peek at the exterior of what would have Chelsea Galleries in a panic, but feels quite natural at home on West 14th Street, across from stores that really raise the standard when it comes to display design and interactive design. Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you about this more, and I'm happy to answer any questions.